So, last couple of days have been hectic. I know I'm on my phone, anyways. My ex-wife is crazy. Um, Yesterday, well, let's start at the beginning. So, I had my son, who we signed for guardianship, went to court for guardianship for him, adult guardianship. The judge told her that she's fucking crazy. These are his words. Lady, you're fucking crazy. He's an adult and he deserves to be on his own. Well, ever since then, she's been whining and moaning because my son hates her. Her ex-boyfriend, who used to beat her, let him get molested. Bullshit. Yeah, anyways. He doesn't want to go back to her house. He doesn't love her. He doesn't care about her. And that's her fault. She let it happen. Long story short. So, 4 years ago when she took off, she came back to the house a couple days later. And my daughter was sitting I live in a bi-level home. My daughter is sitting on the couch. And my son was behind me on the stairs up in the kitchen. I wouldn't let her into the house. So she tells me, well, if you give me custody of our son, I'll let you have my daughter because I don't want her anyways. My daughter heard this. It's been 4 years now. My daughter's turning 16. She was 12 at the time. And now she don't want to go back down there. So yesterday we had a big problem because when we went through court with my son, I told her I didn't want her calling my kids anymore. I had got them phones 3 years ago because she was calling me as a punishment. So I had to buy phones for them to be able to talk to me. Well, she thinks that since I bought them phones, they're their phones. No, they're in my name. I bought them phones to use to be able to talk to my kids when they're down her house. Well, I changed their phone numbers. So somehow she went and hacked and got my daughter's phone number. I don't know how she did it, but it's bullshit. Okay, so I got into it with her yesterday. I told her it's an invasion of my privacy. They're my phones, not my kids. They're mine. It was just a bunch of bullshit. Anyways, so I had to call the cops. And today, we had a funeral for my uncle. And we had to go to the funeral. So I told my daughter I'd pick her up around 3:30 because she was going to a movie with her mom. She's at her mom's. So my daughter calls me up. Movie's almost done, so I went down to pick her up. Well, my daughter's almost 16. She'll be 16 in a couple days. She tells her mom she's going with me. Her mom freaks out on her. Grabs her arm, yanks her phone out of her other arm, and goes and tries to pull my daughter into the car. My daughter pulled away from her, so she locked herself in the car, gets on the phone, and starts calling me and telling me that I'm not going to see my daughter, I'm not ever going to see my daughter, and that there's nothing I can do about it. So I went down there. My daughter got the phone back from her, got my truck, we went and called the cops. And the cops said as long as she's safe and with me, then good. Meanwhile, she's threatening to try and take the house away from me, a bunch of other shit. Stuff that she has no freaking way of being able to do anything to. So, she already signed her rights away to the house. She signed a quitclaim deed. Just this last 2 weeks ago, she signed the paperwork so I can modify my home and try and get her off the house so that way she can't be on the house. Boom. Anyway, she's done. Okay? She is a whack job. She's crazy. I'm filing for sole custody for my daughter. My son doesn't want to be there. My daughter doesn't want to be there. If the courts don't give me sole custody, my daughter's going to file emancipation. We are so sick and tired of her. We're done with her. She's catfishing people. I don't know how many. So if you know some guys that are talking to a Brandy Shepard or Brandy Martinez or Brandy whatever, or she could be going by who knows how many other names, from West Jordan, Utah, or from Taylorsville, Utah, be careful. She is a catfish. She's 47 years old. She's ugly as hell. And she's really big. She's gained a lot of weight. Yeah, I'm big myself, but I'm in the process of losing it. She's in the process of gaining it. She's up to 180 pounds, so she's pretty big. Anyways, just be careful. She's crazy. Okay, guys? Thanks.